Just pulled up my script. I actually have a follow-up call. Okay, let's make sure I have this downloaded. So again, my name is Chris with Villa Hallmark Upholstery. I've been working for this company for just over 10 years now, or just under 10 years total. Probably closer to the 7-year mark. And yeah, I'm currently the special projects manager here. And my goal today is to reach out to some furniture sales reps throughout the country in the goal of becoming a vetted manufacturer with them, and to quote some jobs for them, quote some orders, and get some business into our pipeline as well. So I developed this script yesterday on ChatGPT. So, and then I revised it a little bit. I've already gone through and made about an hour of calls yesterday. And today I have an appointment with Nikki.
Hello, Nikki?
Hey, Nikki, this is Chris with Villa Hallmark. I think I called you while you were at Home Depot yesterday. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Did you have a couple minutes right now?
Sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I just had a couple questions. So I actually found your information on the Royal Custom Designs website under the Rep Locator page. So over the past few months, we've been getting several quotes throughout the country from some of the jobs that they had started and they weren't able to finish. So yeah, I just wanted to reach out to some of the reps that were on their page because we wanted to offer our services, of course. So I just wanted to see, do you have any projects that were with Royal that either you need to be quoted, or did you run into any jobs that maybe were dropped?
Oh, I had quite the snafu because being here in Vegas, I was in the middle of the MGM Grand remodel.
Oh, wow.
And we were about halfway through installation when all of this went awry, but we still had 3,200 chairs to produce.
Oh my goodness.
So
that sounds like
really bad.
That sounds like a headache. It sounds like you.
It was a nightmare.
Were you able to get that resolved, or was that solved by the ownership?
Yeah, it was pretty much solved by ownership, by MGM, but they were, because Jeff set it up with the banks that they could keep the doors open for a few weeks so everyone could get their fabrics out.
Yeah.
So MGM was able to send over, they had 2 full truckloads of fabric, and they had some frames that were already produced, so they were able to pick those up, and then they arranged for another manufacturer to finish it. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So.
Wow, that sounds
pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that sounds like a headache. Well, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and I do have a question. So, are you looking for any new manufacturing partners to potentially kind of fill that void that Royal Custom Designs, that they filled inside of your business?
Yeah, I am kind of in the process of kind of just taking my time and vetting some vendors, some manufacturers, to possibly potentially fill that void. I'm not in a huge rush in the respect that I just really it needs to be a very calculated and discerning move on my behalf for the next manufacturer. So that's kind of what I'm just sort of in the process of just trying to figure out, you know, how I want to fill that void.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I understand, and you should definitely take your time on this process because, you know, a lot of the clients that we've been working with for over 10 to 15, some of our clients 20 years. Here at Villa Hallmark, we've been in business for 40 years total, and primarily focused on hospitality industry with a little bit of senior living and retail, like shopping malls and stuff like that. So we do have our focus is on hospitality. And is there anything specific that you are looking for in, you know, a new manufacturing partner? Um, are you looking for U.S. made, or, you know, lead times or quality? What's the number one driver for you?
I mean, what was great was that was domestic manufacturing, because a lot of my clients, you know, they want domestic manufacturing, especially when it comes to upholstery goods.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely probably something that I'm looking for. Financially stable is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a biggie, because also my mirror company went out of business, Unworks, and so that was kind of a double whammy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, and then the other kind of bummer about Royal Custom was that they were about 3 months behind paying commissions. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was that's like those, I mean, obviously paying commissions on time is important. So in case you get into a situation where they're going out of business and they can't pay you, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, big time.
So that's, I mean, yeah, lead times is probably, you know, a good one. What are your guys' lead times?
So right now our lead times are about 6 to 8 weeks, and then larger jobs are going to be closer to that 8 week period, or something that requires back and forth CAD work, you know, or anything we might have to make a prototype for. So that's going to be closer to that 8 week period. We do have a lot of standard products, close to like 500 items on our website in our catalog, but 95% of what we get is custom. So whether you're looking at a website or your client's finding something in a catalog, you know, we can interpret it, and, you know, a lot of times they're maybe wanting a different fabric combination than they can find online. So we are 100% domestic as well, and we are a debt-free company. So yeah, we don't have any debt, which is one of our strong points. And I can't speak to the our commissions are paid typically the week following, or 2 weeks following the final delivery. So I can't speak to the commission rates or anything like that. That would be something that we'd discuss with the owner, Juan Morales. But yeah, just to kind of, you know, I'm taking notes of our conversation here. But yeah, so would you be open to setting up like a Zoom call at some point in the next week or so? That way we can learn more about your needs and what you're looking for in a manufacturing company, and then we can also share a little bit with you on some of the hospitality projects that we've worked on over the past, you know, decade plus.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm actually, if we could plan for the week of the 23rd, I'm actually going to be out of town next week.
Okay.
So the week of the 23rd would probably be the best.
Okay, give me 1 second. Week of the 23rd. And then is there any date that specifically stands out to you for that week?
Let me look at my schedule. Probably do Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
Tuesday or Yeah, probably Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, awesome.
Or
Well,
even Tuesday morning would be okay, but Tuesday afternoon would be good.
okay. If you don't mind, I'm gonna coordinate with Juan to see if we have anything scheduled out that day, and if we do, I want to make sure that we can lock in a time. So what I'll do is I'll send over an email to give you a couple times for Tuesday. It looks like June 24th. Yeah, June 24th, and we'll see if we can finalize a time. And then if anything changes as we get closer to that date, of course we can alter the appointment. And yeah, I appreciate your time, Nikki. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, what's up, guys? Sorry, I was completely neglecting the chat, but in about 10-minute phone call, I got to know her. I got to empathize with her and learn a little bit more about her pain points, including the MGM Grand remodel, which did not go well with the closure of their manufacturing partner. So it's good to ask a lot of questions. And for me, if I keep it focused on their needs, what I'm understanding, some of their pain points were commissions weren't being paid on time. They were being paid almost 3 months after a job was completed, which is relatively slow when it comes to paying out the people that are bringing you work, right? Domestic is important for a lot of the people that I've been speaking to. We are 100% US made furniture, and with the exception of certain imported items, right? Of course, there's sometimes fabric coming from China, Italy, all around Europe and stuff like that. So there's materials that are purchased by our customers that may contribute to an item not being 100% US, but everything that we fabricate is right here in Los Angeles, California. So that's one of our strong points. So we do have an appointment. I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to follow up, see if we can coordinate and lock in the appointment time. So piquing the interest, sharing a little bit about our company, and setting up a 3-way call or appointment with my upline. And for me, that's my dad. He's the owner of the Hallmark Upholstery. So yeah, that's kind of my process now, is to set up the appointment and to continue calling on some of these other leads that we have here. All right, so we got our script up. We're actually going to go to our calendar to see if we can schedule something. We're actually going to do a to-do. We're going to create a to-do list. Okay. Schedule Zoom or Teams appoint. All right, so I'm creating a follow-up. This one's gonna be today. A reminder, later today around 2 o'clock, we need to make sure that we have this notated, adding it, okay? Perfect. It's a high important item. So it's good to have your tools on hand, ready to go. Please play Red Dead Redemption 2. Nice. What's up, John? John Marston. Angelica. Amir. Let's go. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I am. So I have a quote to do after I make these calls. So I'm going to keep knocking them out. Okay. So next up, I'm going to be looking at... Hey, what's up, guys? If you guys are just joining me, I'm about to call a furniture manufacturing representative that represents companies in Illinois and Minnesota. They have clients in that area. So it's always a good idea to go to their website and to get an idea of their projects, to get an idea of the companies that they represent, if they're focused on hospitality, senior living. So these are all really important details that you can gather before you actually make the phone call. So an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. Okay, so 1 ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. So meaning preparation is super important. And if you give yourself the ability to prepare, then you give yourself the ability to make an impact in the short amount of time that you may be given, especially when making cold calls to people. So I'm looking at this company, and it looks like they still have this company called Royal Custom Designs. It still has them listed as one of their manufacturers, even though they have since closed. So we're gonna go ahead and get in on a phone call, and we're gonna see if we can speak with somebody So let's see if I can click in here. They got an Instagram too, so there we go. Facebook, they got LinkedIn. Okay, actually, they've got a beautiful front page, a nice front image, but they have a manufacturer's page and then a contact page. So very, very lean social media profile right here. So let's see if I can find... So they are on LinkedIn. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more information from their LinkedIn. Naperville, Illinois, and they went to University of Oregon. Multi-line sales professional supporting the hospitality, senior living, and multifamily with the best of class manufacturers. Awesome. So she's been in business for about 8 years. All right. Cool. So we've got a good amount of information on this prospect. Now let's go ahead and make the phone call. All right, so I'm gonna flip back over to our script. Okay.
Hello, you reached Sandra Walbert. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message and I'll call you back. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Sandra. This is Chris Dominguez. I'm calling with Villa Hallmark here in Los Angeles, California. I was actually found your information over on the Royal Custom Designs rep locator page, and we had been getting multiple quotes throughout the country from some of the vendors or some of the design firms that have been working with Royal Custom Designs before they closed. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. Can you please give me a call back at 562-619-0399? That's my direct cell phone. Or you can call me back on the office phone, which should be in your voicemail as well. All right, Sandra, thank you for your time. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna make note, left a voicemail. Okay, so they're located in Illinois. It's good to know. All right, let's get Florida. So we're gonna be calling a Florida rep next. So here we go. First, we're gonna gather some intel on the company firsthand. DJT Hospitality. All right, so we're going directly to their website. Did I spell it wrong? DJTHospitality.com. Come on. All right, so their website is not even active. So I'm gonna look for this person on LinkedIn to see if perhaps they are on LinkedIn. There you go. All right, so I was able to find this person over on LinkedIn. Okay, corner at DJT, Florida State University, very cool. FSU alum. Well, there's not a whole lot available for this company. They do have a little bit of a profile here on LinkedIn, which, you know, anyone can do that. So let's see if we can make a connection with them. Yeah, what's up? What happened? No, not yet.
The Isabel chair is exactly like this,
Yeah.
but it has a base
And then what do we price Isabel
at
chair?
$10.50 in 2020.
All right.
So should I have the 6% per year and then minus 400?
Let me see.
Base is about 400. It's somewhat like the Isabel chair. It has a little roll on the back, which is almost similar.
Isabel.
Mhm.
Let's see.
That's only one, so some won't like it.
Oh yeah. So what's the Isabel chair is 1050,
1050 and 2020.
and then how what's the width of that chair?
It is 23.
Okay. $10.50 you said?
Yeah.
And then what was that price?
2020.
2020?
So we do 2020, 1050 plus 6% plus 6% plus 6% plus 6% plus 6% is 1405, which minus 400 for the base, say give or take. It'll be 10. It'll be the same price almost.
So for the base, I would extract out $50 per linear foot.
Which is only 2, so 100 bucks.
Yeah, the Isabel chair was priced pretty high already
Yeah,
for something that simple.
yeah,
Easy.
it's very simple. And
I mean, it has the roll in the back.
there's
This one doesn't have the roll.
There's 55 of them.
Oh, they're making 55.
They want to quote for 55 of them.
Who is this? Mandy Lee?
Mandy Lee.
Oh,
So I was if it was my price for that many of them in that chair, it'd have been $825. That's my guess.
you see?
This is simple. It's a simple chair. And there's 55 of them, so you know, $925 if those less, but or like $975. My price.
Let me see. $775.
$775.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't send it. Just get it ready.
Okay.
I would say $775 would be a fair price for this chair because it's a simple chair.
Yeah.
It's if
No
we're
base, nothing.
it's got no base. And then we're doing quantity.
So
So-
I'm just gonna wait till Dad gets here. So 725 and then
It's $775.
775.
Yeah, because that's $400 per linear foot
Yeah.
times 23 inches divided by 12. So
Alright.
that's 1.92 times 400. So I get to 775 on that one.
775.
Because the Isabel chair has a slightly more complex roll in the back of it,
Yeah.
from the looks of it.
Total is 42,625. Alright. I'll just wait till Dad comes and then see what he says and send it out right away.
Yeah, but I think that's a
775,
good
right?
that's a good comp.
I said 825, right? Yeah, so I was a little bit up, but
Yeah, and mainly because if you go to the if you go to the formula price list,
yeah.
most lounge chairs, and this is armless too, so we might even be able to do it for even less. So-
650, 680.
I mean, we want to get
Because we
working.
haven't got a job from them, so we want to do it as best as we can on this one. Since it's so many. Let me give a shit of work.
I mean, I would even say the lowest for that one,
680.
675.
Yeah.
So 675 to 775 max, and then
We'll see
what you could do is you could prepare the email
Yeah, I already have it prepared.
and get it ready, and then have two prices. Send it to Dad first,
Yeah,
and then delete out the price that he doesn't agree with
yeah.
or doesn't want to use. But I mean, it's so simple, and then show them the comparison. The Isabel chair, 1050.
Yeah.
It's bigger, heavier, wood frame.
Yeah,
This
it's
one's
wider.
lighter.
Yeah,
This
it's
one's
small.
so.
It's only 2.5, 2.25. Or no, not even 2 feet.
Yeah.
Less than 2 feet.
All right, we just priced out something called the slipper chair, some small, compact little chair for about $775. So we made similar chairs for $1,000, but they're doing a quantity of 55 of these chairs. So it would be nice to get our foot in the door with something that we can do for this company. We've been quoting them for at least 4 to 5 months minimum, and we haven't got one order yet. So it's part of the process. And all right, back to calls. We were just researching somebody to call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Dennis, this is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark Upholstery here in Los Angeles. I actually found your information on the Royal Custom Designs website. You were listed as one of the reps. So I just had a couple questions. If you can give me a call back at 562-619-0399. That's my direct cell phone number. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. It'll only take a couple minutes. I really appreciate your time. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, so left a voicemail, follow up with an email. Today is what, 6/10. Holy moly, this month is flying by, guys. So let's keep the ball rolling. Send email. Bam. Okay, left a voicemail. Great. Send email. I still have multiple emails that I need to send from yesterday. And I'm going to go back through my notes to make sure I got everything on point when I'm making my phone calls and then converting those to email. Excuse me. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 more people to call from this list. So we'll go ahead and get to that. Call, email, call, email. All right. Again, we're gonna go over to Google and do a little preliminary research on the company we're calling. So all right, perfect. They come up pretty easily, so they got their SEO on point. Very easy to find when I didn't even type out their whole company name. So they've been in business since 1999. Hospitality and contract furniture manufacturer representatives. From concepts and designs to install, we work to make your vision a reality. So interesting. More than just chairs, at Heinz Group, we represent a vast selection of commercial furniture, lighting, accessories, and textile manufacturers. We have your needs covered. Explore the site to see our complete list of manufacturers. Need something else? Contact us, and we'll find what you're looking for. I like that part. We'll find what you're looking for. Chicago booth manufacturing. it seems like they have quite a big clients like AMC Theaters, Amway, Big Boys Burgers, Staples, Comerica Park, Ford, Firekeepers Casino, Notre Dame University, the University of Michigan. So it seems like they have some reputable customers that they've been able to serve and contribute to. Let's look at their manufacturers. So fresh and stunning furniture designs. Okay, and they still have Royal Custom Designs on their website. Luxury furniture for hotels, restaurants, and public spaces. That's a big facility. Definitely a big facility, so it's hard to keep something like that going, keep it afloat, and not be able to rotate or move if you're planted and cemented to a large building like that. Anyway, that's about. So they've got northern Indiana to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Contact us for product information, pricing, lead time, any other sales questions you might have. All right, cool. So they have a very, they keep their niche focused, right? Northern Indiana, Michigan, right? I mean, I would love those markets. I would love to be in those markets as well. So let's go ahead and see if we can call them. So they got Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. Okay, that's what it shows here on Royal Custom Designs website. Excuse me. Alright, I'm just gonna silence out my phone and then I'm gonna actually get going on this call.
This is Dave. Sorry I can't come to the phone right now. If you leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.
Hey Dave, my name is Chris with Villa Hallmark Upholstery. I found your company's information on the Royal Custom Designs rep locator page, and I see that you were in charge of their Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio territories, and actually wanted to ask you a couple questions. Can you please give me a phone call back at 562-619-0399? That's my direct cell phone number. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, Dave. Thank you. Keep it simple. We don't need to overshare when we're leaving a voicemail, because then you're giving them a lot of ammunition to reject you before you even get on the phone with them. So if you're leaving a voicemail, don't be afraid to leave one. It's okay. Keep it brief, right? Give them a reason to want to get on the phone with you. Give them a reason to want to respond to you. if you give them too much information over the phone in a voicemail, right, you take away your ammunition when you get on that live call. Okay, so the call led to a voicemail. Great. I left my cell phone number, hoping that I'll reach out to my cell phone as well. So another thing, I got to keep my phone ready to go. I have to keep it charged. All right, let's see. Like I said, we have 3 more calls to make, and then I got to get on some emails, and I have to get on a quote for custom headboards and beds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do research on this next company that we're going to be contacting. They got a Long Beach in New York as well, of course. That makes sense. Alright, they got a cool video on their website. Let's see if we can turn up the volume. It's kind of like a showroom, like a slideshow of their business a little bit. All right, this looks like they show some of the brands that they represent. Brands. Okay. Product categories, furniture and hospitality, projects. Now, on their website, it looks like they already took down our CD. Excuse me. So, who knows if they were truly a big partner for them, but we'll find out. It looks like they publish a lot to their blog, which is great. Great news. Hey, what's up, Dad? How's it going? I was able to get on the phone with Nikki. She's from Elite Ideas and Contract Furnishing. So June 24th. Let's see if we can lock in an appointment time to do a Zoom or a Teams call with her. So points, they were working on the MGM Grand remodel, and when Royal Custom Designs went out of business, and the ownership from MGM ended up taking over a lot of it just to get it done. And then so her pain points has got to be, or one of the features, they got to be domestic, financially stable, commissions are paid on time. They were like 3 months behind on commissions, and then lead time. So we talked a little bit about that already. So this is someone I called yesterday, and then she asked me to call back today. So this one could be a good lead. So she has, what is it? Nevada, Las Vegas area. And I'm making calls right now and just leaving voicemails if they don't pick up. So.
Yeah, it's crazy just looking at their website and
Seeing if there's any.
well, there's definitely a gap. That Royal Custom, they did, a ton of business.
Yeah, she said that they were doing like, I think that they had like 3,000 chairs in limbo.
Yeah.
So.
All we need is one job. We don't want to get greedy.
Yeah.
But I mean, the potential's there to, you know,
So we could scale up by using the other side over there, and if we had like large
So-
quantity orders.
yeah, I mean, the way we would scale up is we would pretend we're doing it all here, but then we have Amaya, we have, I don't know if I said anyone to T&J, but Gustavo, and then the guy in TJ.
Do they do stuff next door still? Or yeah? Okay. All right, cool. All right, let's see. I got another call to make. Go Fed group. All right, learning a little bit about the owner of the company. Very cool. So it looks like a two-person team as far as like the principals of the company. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the phone call.
Please leave your message for
Steve Goldsteiner.
Hello, Steve. My name is Chris Dominguez. I'm calling from Villa Hallmark Upholstery. I actually found your company's information on the Royal Custom Designs website. You're listed as their rep for the New York and Northeast territories. I had a couple questions. It'll only take a couple minutes if you have the time. Please give me a call at 562-619-0399. I look forward to speaking to you, Steve. All right, thank you. There you go. So keep it short, simple, leave a voicemail. You don't want to give away too much information, but you got to give them some kind of curiosity to get back on the phone with you, right? To follow up, to return your call would be nice. All right, next we got the DMV. DMV. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and look up the company's information. All right. Oh. Wow. So their site is still under construction. Okay. Their phone number is accurate, but they don't seem to have they don't really have anything on their website, so I don't know how you can get by getting any business like that. Have a really old school website. Let's see if I can find more about them online. Okay, this looks like them. Annapolis, Maryland. Weber. Co-founder. The Weber team. All right, let's go ahead and give them a phone call. Their website is super outdated, but let's see if they're still getting furniture jobs in the DMV area.
Thank you for calling the Weber team. At this time, we cannot answer your call. However, your call is very important to us. If you could please leave a message including your name, phone number, and a brief message, we would be happy to return your call as soon as possible. If you would prefer, you may send us an email. Our email address is salesteam@theweberteam.com.
Hey there, this is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark Upholstery here in Los Angeles. We actually found your company's information on the Royal Custom Designs website under the Rep Locator page. We've been getting multiple quotes throughout the country from some of the projects that they were not able to complete before they closed. And I had a couple questions. Can you give me a phone call back at 562-619-0399? That's my direct cell phone. Again, it's 562-619-0399. All right, I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you. All right, so that concludes all of the phone calls from this short list. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 potential leads from this company that just went out of business earlier this year. And yeah, it seems like there could be some promise in following up with these leads, and just be of service, right? Be of service and get our foot in the door with even a small order would be meaningful for us as a company that is a family oriented. And yeah, we're excited to see where this takes us.